Deen, the knowledge of Deen come into our homes. We will see spirituality come into our homes because we are taking it with haqq. And remember, sometimes this doubt comes, this misconception. As I said, shaitan is a mastermind, He tells you, no, this kafir country, man, we can take, don't worry. We are Muslims, this is halal for us. Stealing from them is fine. So these kind of thoughts come. Remember, our rizq is fixed. You know this and I know this. We will not die until we receive our full rizq. But, so sometimes we see that as our rizq. This is rizqun min Allah, but the ni'mah, ni'mah. I'm taking it, it's coming, I'm taking it. Remember, how we take it is a choice that we make. Listen to the story, an incident, and share it with your children. It's a very short story, but very profound. Ali radiallahu anhu was one day walking with he was mounted on his horse, and he was walking. And he was passing a masjid, so he decided to stop and make some salah. So he jumped off, there was a man standing there. He said, please, just look after my horse, no alarm and no that type. So he said, just look after it here. I just want to pray, I'll be out shortly. So while he went in, he made the salah. On his way out, he thought to himself, I have 2 dirhams here with me. This person did me a good favor, I will give him a hadiyah and gift. He came out, the horse was there, the person was gone, and the bridle was gone of the horse, the stirrup, the bridle. So he said, subhanallah, this person stole my bridle and he ran away. So when he walked home, he came home walking with his horse. He called the servant, he said, take this 2 dirhams please and go buy a stirrup, new stirrup for me. I don't have one. It was stolen. So this servant goes to the marketplace. After some time he returns, he presents the stirrup to Ali radiallahu anhu. Ali radiallahu anhu takes it and looks at it, investigates it and says, subhanallah, this is my stirrup. And then this is people of taqwa, he got an understanding. He said, look, this 2 dirhams was written for this person. I was going to give it to him as a reward. With reward he would have taken it in a halal way. But Abba, he refused. And he made a choice to take that 2 dirhams which was written for him in a haram way. What is written for us we will get. What choice we make, in which way to get it, that is our choice, and that is the test that we will make. I come now to the last aspect of our objectives. Because first half of this discussion might seem that, mashallah, Islam just talks about dunya and dunya and dunya. So it's not about dunya, it's about the work ethic of effort. Just before we go to that, some beneficial things. Working times. Now I know, we don't always have a choice of which shift to take. We don't have always a choice. But if we have a choice, it's better and best to choose day shifts. This is the system of Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَجَعَلْنَا اللَّيْلَ لِبَاسًا وَجَعَلْنَا النَّهَارَ مَعَاشًا. We have made the night a time to rest, a time to have sukoon, and a day ma'ash, to earn living. Also the night is when the jinn and shayateen and evil aspects come down, and there is more temptation and more fitna around at night. So if we have a choice, choose that. Also the rights of the family, of the wife, of the children can be fulfilled in a better way this way. And this is the teaching of Islam. So the objectives. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the person who goes out to earn his halal rizq for his children is fi sabilillah. The one who goes out to protect himself from asking others is in fi sabilillah, is in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The person who goes out and makes effort to provide for his old parents is in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We understand from this, our niyyah, our intention changes the whole game. Changes the whole game. If my child is studying to get some skill in a TAFE or university, I tell my son, you make this intention that you are getting the skill to get rizq halal. Wallah, that whole 5, 6 years, 3 years is in ibadah. Is in ibadah. Because this is faridah ba'da faridah, as we heard earlier. It is an obligation. So the first intention, our first intention should be to provide, to earn for ourselves halal rizq, for ourselves, for our children, so we don't have to ask. And we are getting reward for that. Second thing is to pay zakah. If nobody works, Muslim community doesn't work, who's going to pay the zakahs? Who's going to look after the genuinely true the poor Muslims? zakah, the fard obligation. Then as we heard from the ayat of Quran, Ya ayyuhar rusul kulu min at-tayyibati wa amalu salih, eat halal food and do good deeds. We make intention of Allah from this rizq that I'm getting, I will use this to make ibadah. So I will buy a car, Ya Allah, to come to the masjid. I will get good food, wholesome food, even if it is a little expensive, but Ya Allah, good wholesome food for my health to be good, so I can serve you and I can have a longer life to make more good deeds and more good ibadah. That is reward for you. And number 3, so that is anything to support our ibadah and our worship to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And whatever else we do with the car, you go holiday, you go shopping, all that is bonus, that's fine. But you get reward for your first niyyah. If you made niyyah for holiday, for going to work, you've just made that niyyah and that's all you've got. You've got nothing out of it. But if you make the correct niyyah, you get the reward for that and everything else is bonus. And the third niyyah, the third intention and the last one is community service. Brothers, we are in a time and place, Islam, infrastructure of Islam is just coming up. We are not in an Islamic country. We are Muslims first generation, second generation here. Each community is trying to establish themselves and the deen here in this country. Any opportunity for any good work, we should be there, number one. Large amounts or small amounts, this should be our intention. That from my, whatever Allah is giving me, some percentage, 2%, 3%, 5%, 10%, whatever is my capacity and my capability, I'm going to give back to community service. And inshallah, 200 years from now, when Islam, inshallah, is well established here, we will be, our books of reward and good deeds will be open. MashaAllah, now Bitcoin is out, so now that Bitcoin will keep on coming in our graves. One way. And we will be long gone. This is the time, inshallah, to make a niyyah and intention for that. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us. Also one aspect, when we say make effort, we don't mean also 5 shifts and 3 shifts, and all of this is in relation to the rights of Allah and the rights of our family. If we are fulfilling the rights of our family, the rights of our children, the rights of our body, rest, and so we don't get sick, we don't get ill, we're fulfilling the rights of Allah, our salah is on place, everything is on place, we have some aspect to the community we are giving back to. Then after that, whatever time is left over, and we are giving to our deen also sometime, whatever then, we can give to our earning of our halal rizq. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala imbue and instill in all of us, and in the Muslim community at large, the aspect and the aspiration of hard work, effort. That this value be part and parcel of our lives. This is what makes us strong. When we all stand together and we work as a strong force, and we work towards the correct niyyah, the correct intention, the correct things for our own lives that will bring us closer to Allah, that will bring wholesomeness to us and the community. May Allah instill within us that value so that we can pass it over to our coming generations. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله